And that's us ready to go. So last we check round and round the garden. Full control. Okay. That's me. Right. Tandy radio, Golf Charlie India November, take off runway 17, top field 100 gate. And then once I take off here, Mark, just say nothing until I'm out in the climb out and I've made a call, okay? Alright, airspeed's coming alive. Yeah, that's it, we're going to be flying. Okay. Alright. Direction's good. Attitude's good. Engine taps all fine. .300 feet, flap up.
Big traffic, Golf Charlie, Echo 1 Lima, Jerry 2000 feet, 1023, QS line, stereo 12345.
Don't be afraid to take pics. Alright. Tandy radio, Golf Charlie India November on climb out from runway 17 top field, and I'm now turning to the east and will contact upon return. Now, we're heading to your house. Right. So one of the things that I will say is your texts or WhatsApp should still be working. So if you want to give Wendy
Tandy radio, Golf Charlie, 2 miles west of Carver, 1,000 feet. We're heading towards Carver to pick up a long final for 35 top field. Golf Charlie Papa.
So 1,000 feet, that's fine, and then I just pull the power back a wee bit. So this here, well, we do have a wee bit of low cloud kicking in here, as we'll see. We'll go over this direction and see what happens anyways, Mark, okay? 100%. Just power that back a wee bit.
Looking for a familiar landmark to get my bearings.
Lawrencetown.
That's Lawrencetown already?
That's Lawrencetown there. Oh yeah. We're actually going to be over your house very shortly. See this pink line here?
Yeah.
I'm following. Here, there. I'm going to get us over here.
Radio, Golf Charlie, Delta Papa, turning for a long final 35 top field.
If you can actually walk me on, I have it on the sat nav, but if you can walk me on it.
Well, there's the neighbours. That's the McCartans.
Yeah.
So I have to be across. James English. So I'm straight in front somewhere there.
Yeah, it should be as far as my sat nav.
There's the solar farm, so we're just into the right.
Yeah, we should be in the area of it here now here.
McRoberts. There's berries there. Yeah, oh there. That's down there.
You got it?
See the two-storey red brick house in among the trees?
Yes.
That's me opposite it with a red car sitting.
Right, got you. Yeah, okay. Well then what I can do here, do you want to record this? I will go into a wee orbit round you.
Tandy radio, Golf Charlie Lima India November for radio check.
Lima India November, your readability is 5 from India November.
Readability 5, also India November from Lima India November.
That's Mum and Dad's house over there, the bungalow.
Yeah, just at the end of the bungalow?
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't see anybody out, no?
No.
Is Wendy working from home today?
No, she's not working this week at all, Craig.
All right. Is she there?
She's there somewhere. I sent them a message, but...
Sunny Radio, Golf Charlie, Delta Papa, final 35, top field.
There's somebody out at the back door.
Delta Papa, would I have time just to taxi up the turn circle there?
Well, go
ahead, yeah, Golf Delta
Papa.
Papa.
Another one here, sure.
Roger that, Golf Charlie Lima, India November, and the backtrack at 17, top field, Tom McGee.
See, whenever the boys are talking, don't talk with them. What'd you say there, Mark?
You lose all appreciation.
Flying next air, there's lots of time.
First, where's steep and where's not?
Yeah. There's somebody standing between the two cars there, isn't there?
That's Wendy.
Yeah. Right, I'll give her a wee wave here then. Right, we'll go for a wee shunt and see how it goes. Can't guarantee you that we're going to go all the way over. We'll see how that cloud bank goes.
Don't put that away. You can take more in.
No, you can work. You can take as much as you want. No. That's no bother. Right. Just have to see here. That clouds are just at 1,000 feet. That's fine. Just one of the things you want to do is you don't want to be getting into too bad visibility wise.
You tend to keep your altitude at the 1,000 all the time.
We kind of tend to fly in and around 1,000. You can go up, like the highest I've been up's about 3.5, 4, right? Yeah. But really, in the end of the day, you're doing that if you want to be a hell of a view, or you have some sort of maybe you're with an instructor and you're doing something that you need to have altitude for, just the recovery, whatever. But in the end of the day, generally speaking, you are in and around this altitude here. I'll be honest with you, Mark, are you happy enough just goofing about around the local area?
Yeah.
Because I tell you what, that's us generally heading towards Sleeve Crib there now, right? Well, there's the problem straight in front, I can't see it.
You go wherever you want, so, I don't mind at all. I'm just glad to get up to the experience.
Yeah, ground.
You cover a serious ground in a
short space of time. That's the thing I say to folks, right? We are currently doing 70 knots, that's about 80 miles an hour, right? Okay. Now, just come down out of this a wee bit. We're doing about 70 knots here, right? And here's the thing. You,
Delta Papa is clear injected.
You don't...
Compliment November, taking off 17, top field, Tom McGee.
You don't have traffic lights. You're going everywhere is in a straight line.
Yeah.
If you want on every road. Now, I tell you what, I can just go back over towards your house again here, because actually over towards the west seems to be clearer. So I'll choose to do that. So that's up towards Portadown there.
Yeah.
That's Donnaclona.
Yeah. That's Drum Nevada.
Golf Charlie Lima, India November on the climb out of 17, top field, Tom McGee. We're going to depart the circuit to the south for Kilkeel, and we'll contact upon return.
Lima, India November, it's Craig here in India November. I was going to head over towards St John's Point, but it's a bit in the FE side over towards the east, so I'm just sort of returning westway here.
Roger, just keep me posted where you are there, Craig. Lima, India November.
Just south of Donnaclona now, flying west, I'm well out of your way. We should be somewhere close to your house again here now.
It's just there. In among those trees.
Yeah. Well, so we'll just go across the top of it. Or if I get it down this side here, you should be able to get it right below you there. You got it?
Yeah.
Frida, so fuel, hot 35 on, radio, that's okay, and...
This is Golf Charlie Lima, India November, X-ray Lima, you on frequency?
Okay. So that's us launched directly over Lawrencetown here now?
Yeah, that's my curtains.
You know what I'll do? I'll route north here and just head towards the lock shore.
How did you take up the flying? What got you?
I always wanted to fly, and I actually went solo on a glider when I was 17 with the Air Cadets, and I wanted to fly and didn't get to fly with the Air Force. So in the end of the day, a long time ago, even now, you know, it takes a lot of money to learn commercial and stuff. So it just didn't happen. But then Alison got me an experience flight here one day, and that kicked off the bug. So as she says, she's only herself to blame for that one. Well, when she's sitting where you are, she's not complaining about it either. So.
Golf Charlie X, or Golf Charlie Lima, India November, overhead Acton Lake, 2,000 feet, QNH 1024, right and south, 4 Kilkeel.
Kernan must be out over.
Oh, Kernan's over there.
That way.
Kernan's directly over my left here.
Yeah.
So, you know what, I'm just going to make a radio call here and we'll just say down where we are. So, Sandy Radio, Golf Charlie India, India November is currently to the south of Lawrencetown at 1,000 feet on 1023, and I'm routing north to the lock shore. You always talk to each other and sort of say where you are, okay? Because in the end, well, that's Bleary, so I'm farther over than I thought it was. That's Lawrencetown. That's Bleary.
Yeah.
But in the end of the day, no biggie, because, you know, I don't know if there's anybody else about here, nobody's talking. But you always do talk to each other and let each other know where you are, for the simple reason that, you know what, the sky's a big place, but whenever you're all flying at the same time. Now, see way over there in the distance, about 2 or 3 o'clock there? You see the cranes?
Yes,
yeah,
Belfast.
That's Belfast and the cranes. You just got a wee bit of a visibility on it there. You see, if I was flying towards Slieve Croob now, and I could see that far in front of me, that wouldn't be a problem. But when we were just past your house and we were heading that way, and those clouds just at that.
Golf Charlie Lima, India November, change in frequency to Gary Oak Radio 118.0, correction 123.450. Will contact upon return.
That's Jamie that was in the clubhouse with us.
But once you're in the clouds, you have no idea there's any other wee planes.
Well, you know, we fly visual flight rules.
Yeah.
So there's, you know, you can fly in the cloud as long as you can sort of see the other side of it, okay?
Yeah.
You know, wee wispy clouds and whatever. But that was just a bank of cloud that I couldn't see all the way through, right? you could plough on and then find yourself as you're heading towards high ground. We're doing 1,100 feet here, right? But the ground can come up at you.
Yes.
You know, and then all of a sudden your window of opportunity starts to narrow down.
Yeah.
It's caught boys out before. So if you're just not 100% sure you can see where you're going, don't fly into the cloud. So that's us over Lurgan. As you can see, you can fairly get tore about. There's Brownlow House.
Aye, there's Glenallen.
Where, oh, I'm right over it here, must be, am I?
Glenallen's there, yeah.
Aye, it's too close on your side for me to see. But yeah, when you're flying these, like this is effectively a small light aircraft, like it is a micro light, but it's a small, you know, it's not a flex wing like, you know, folks think a micro light is. But, you know, there's us doing 75 knots here now, right? Well, that's, you know, 85 thereabouts, or, you know, closer to 90 ballpark. And in the end of the day, we're flying in a straight line wherever we want, within reasonable distance. Now, this here, that line there, I'm allowed to fly under here at 2,000 feet. That one, which is the pink up there, is starting to be the control zone for Aldergrove. So in here, I'm allowed to fly there as long as I'm not over 2,000 feet.
Okay.
Which I'm not. If I went in past that line without speaking to Aldergrove first, that wouldn't end well. You know, that's when you do need to be. That video that you were maybe seeing Alison talking about flying over Aldergrove, I was on with the Aldergrove frequency, yep, and you get clearance to go in. If you don't get clearance, you don't go in.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's...
This is the motorway? Oxford Island?
Oxford Island, I couldn't get it out, yeah. So you know what, I'll take you for a wee scoot up the lock shore. Are you happy enough doing this, or is there anywhere in particular you want to go?
I'm perfectly content. Just seeing around me different things.
You know, here's the thing. You see, whenever you're flying in a commercial jet, you normally wouldn't be anywhere down this low other than you're actually taking off and landing. And like you're straight up and down with, you know, you're not...
you've only a very short window actually to take on.
You're not going to be at this altitude in a commercial jet for too long. So this is, you know, that's the thing. See, whenever I'm learning to fly and everybody else is the same, you're that busy concentrating on the actual flying element of it that you see things, obviously, but you don't, you know, you're that concentrated upon that, you don't necessarily see everything.
Taking it all in.
Yeah, you're not always taking it all in. Now that I'm a bit more relaxed about it, you know, but then one thing I will say is no matter how many times you're up here, you always see something different. You know, see the snow over the sparrings was going.
That's actually quite a nice day to be up with a bit of sunshine.
Do you know what I said to you by text earlier? On a good spring, get it right, clear winter's day, when you don't have too much wind, obviously, you don't have the same turbulence as you were flying this time in July, August time, because you get a lot of thermals. So the best time to fly in summer is morning or into the evening time.
Yeah.
Mid-afternoon, whenever it's the warmest, you will get kicked about a right bit. Yeah. Now, beggars can't be choosers. That's sometimes when you do have to fly. And it's not a bad thing to learn how to fly when the weather's just not 100% perfect.
Yeah.
Especially here in Northern Ireland, if you happen to fly when the weather's perfect, how many days a year would you do it? You know. But yeah. But in the end of the day, it's generally speaking, the irony is people think, oh, winter time's hopeless. If you get a good day like this, visibility today is not great, and certainly as you saw, you know, but over here, that's fine. You know, here's fine. Then in the end of the day, it's lovely, and you know what? There will be times that we will not speak too soon, but we haven't had any kind of a turbulence at all. Some days you can be flying along and you can get bumped about a good bit.
Yeah.
So
where's this lock here now?
That is Loch Gullion.
Scullion.
So that's the Ban River. We're following the Ban River. That's Ban Foot, and then that is
Very.
well, we're heading over towards Blackwater Town and the end of the Blackwater Town, or what have you. So that's up towards Coal Island there.
On the far side, yes.
So this here in front of us will be Peatlands Park. That free to check, so there we go. Fuel 35 on. Radio, we're in Kernan. Engine temps are all behaving. Direction, I know we're flying, and altimeter is set QNH. That's one of the things, Mark. I'm continually checking everything, okay? It's not like you're flying or driving down a road at 60 miles an hour and you've got a problem, you can just pull in. I'm keeping an eye on these all the time, because if any of them start going haywire, you need to take the hint. Oh, you know, I should have had that. Hold on. Yeah, I'll put that onto that.
And is there anybody at Kernan who's monitoring where all the planes are?
Well, they can hear us on radio and whatever else, but yeah, you know, in the end of the day, there's ways and means that you can find out where the aircraft is. One of the first things being that transponder, but in the end of the day, that's one of the reasons why we will be talking to each other at times. Now, everybody's away in their own wee general different direction there. I'm not sure where the fellas were that took off in front of us, where they are away to. Might be at Kilkeel. But Jamie, that fella there in Lima in the November, that he's away at Kilkeel, he's on to a different frequency now. He's on to that one.
Yeah.
So, at the end of the day, you really do need to be more critical about the radio calls when you get back into the circuit, which, you know, closer to the runway.
Yeah.
Because that's when it starts to get really critical as to who's where.
How many wee planes do they have at Kernan?
There's 4 of them, I think, that are available for rental, and then you'll have other guys who own their own, you know, so.
And if you wanted to take a plane up, how far in advance would you need to be trying to get it booked?
It just depends on the weather, you know. I booked this one, when did I message Wendy? You know, it was after Christmas anyways, because you can book way in advance. But then here, you're just sticking your finger in the air as far as the weather's concerned, because you can book all you like, but if it's not flyable, you know. So I know your birthday was the 21st, and she'd messaged and said about it, and I went, not a problem, I'll take Mark up, that's no bother. However, when is the problem? Because unless you happen to have a birthday which sort of is smack bang in the middle of an extended period of really flyable weather, you can't. You fly when you can. You don't just. I've never done saying to folks, this is not a 737, and the weather window for this would be a darn sight less, you know.
Well, she couldn't have picked any better present for her birthday. That was a pleasant surprise.
Oh, good.
What's the furthest you've flown?
Coney Island. That's what I remembered what it was in there. Sorry, say that again.
What's the furthest you've flown when you've taken the plane up?
Furthest? Well, there was one other day, I took one of my friends over, and I went the length of Strangford, Portaferry, which I was kind of hoping that we could maybe get that direction there to go to St John's Point today, but then, weather. Went over there and then went round the Mourne coast and back round, so that was 2 hours. But you know what, you can fly for about 2 hours, 50 litres of fuel, and you have 12.5 litres of fuel an hour.
Yes.
So, you know, you can do it, no problem. Thing about it is you know, 2 hours is about the tops that I would really want to be flying anyways. I generally do it in 1 hour block, you know, so to go for an hour. So that's the Blackwater River.
Blackwater,
yeah. So here's one of the things that they train us guys to do. See that smoke down there?
Yeah.
See the way that's blowing that way?
Yes.
Well, that tells you what way the wind's blowing. The other thing that you look for is wind turbines. And one of the things, and I'm not, I'm only saying this to you, right? But it's one of these things that you do have to train for, and you do have to know how to do. If this engine started running up rough, or worse things, it just banged out on you, well, you're going to have to land, right? So it pays you to know wind direction, because you always want to land into the wind, ideally.
Into the wind.
Okay, yeah. So in the end of the day, if I was flying this way, that's the direction I'd be looking for a field to get landed into.
Yeah.
See the way there's just a wee bit of turbulence there?
Yeah.
Now that's, got to be honest, we a bit Mickey Mouse compared to what we could get, but it's nice today, I have to say, yeah. So look, tell you what time are we at now here? Yeah, 1:45, right. I'm just going to go into a bit of a circuit here and come back up the lock shore again. Alrighty, clear on your side too. Over we go. See, whenever you were flying here in the summertime or whatever, you won't see the algae that was in there, right? No.
The green?
The green algae was cats and all that. So that's the end of the Blackwater River, and then that's the band straight in front of us there. But like, here's the thing, you see this Sky Demon this is, and this is, me, the equivalent of sat-nav, right? If it banged out on me, and I can't follow it anymore. One of the things about flying locally here in Northern Ireland, well, there's Lough Neagh, there's the Mourns,
yeah.
That's over towards Belfast and whatever road, you got the Sparns behind you. So after a while, you just fly line of sight. I know where I am here without it telling me.
You get to know the key points.
You just get to know the key points. That's Lurgan, there's Portadown.
Yeah. All looks very flat when you're up here.
It does tend to flatten things out a good bit, actually, yes. That's one of the things that you do discover, yeah. Whenever you're driving, you know and I know, there's, you're up and down the roads there or whatever, but that just looks as flat as a pancake there, yeah.
But does Alison go up with you much?
When she's free too, so she's been up about 4 or 5 times. Now she does like it. She will say that the take off on the landing is the wee bit that she's a bit flaky at, but like, that...
I'm surprised you didn't need very much runway at all.
Oh no, you don't. No. But then you would always work on the basis that you want to have more runway behind. You could really, if you wanted to, if you really wanted to, you could turn left when I went up instead of going up to the top of the runway, you could turn left, bang it on, and you would get taken off, right? Thing about this is, would you?
Hotel Golf taking off. 35 top speed. Correction, 17 top speed.
Alright, okay. Right, well there's one of the boys who's just taken off. See if you hear anybody talking, just stop.
Yeah.
But there's one of the boys taking off. Just let this come down a wee bit. But a lot of people think, watch Top Gun, right? Look, the tiniest wee pressure, like, tell you what, put your hand on that there, do you say? Just, see that? You've the tiniest wee bit of pressure at all.
It doesn't take much at all.
No. The other thing is, you see my feet? There's me just flipping the rudders a wee bit.
But you could pull that sideways to go
I can throw that and then this here. So you see this? What you, as a pilot, are taught to do is try and keep that in the middle as much as possible. Okay? If I just flick that over, then the aircraft's going to skid round, okay? So I need to use what's called a coordinated turn. So you know what, I'll just do it for the hell of it here. Just if I go that way, I'm putting a wee bit of pressure onto my right foot as well, and then take it off, okay? And then that puts me in that coordinated turn.
Yes.
If I didn't do that and I just pulled the stick, see the way the ball went out?
She just swings.
Yeah, it slides around the corner. It's a wee bit like, you're slingshotting it round. You're always taught to do a coordinated turn. So what an awful lot of people think is you're doing everything with this, okay? You're actually as much as
doing
with
more
your feet.
with your feet.
Yep. You know, that's if we're sitting pointed at that set of things here, and I want to go more over towards the edge of the water, you know, just put a wee bit, you know, rudder in
On the foot.
whatever. You know, you don't. It's the kind of wee idiosyncrasies like that people don't necessarily sort of realise or whatever. Free to check, so fuel we had 35 on, and that's, okay, radio we're still on Kernan. Engine temps are all okay, direction we're now flying west, I know that, so on altimeter set QNH. Alright. So if you've got the aircraft balanced out properly, look, I'm sitting with my hands off, you know.
Take you well.
Yeah, you didn't know. Obviously, like, you know, I just, you know.
The nose doesn't even slowly start dropping.
No, it should, because I tell you what, I've got a trim. So this wee button here's the trim.
Yeah.
So if it's not trimmed out properly, I have to keep pressure on all the time to keep it. Whereas if it's trimmed out properly, now if I've just trimmed her up slightly nose there. And she's just settling down there, right? See the way it's just,
It's a bit like cruise control.
Yeah. Now, what they call it is the poor man's autopilot. Yeah. But in the end of the day, there's no such thing yet. You can get autopilots for these, but in the end of the day, there isn't one in this. But you know, if you don't trim it out properly, well, then you'd nearly be breaking your arm trying to. That's one of the dead giveaways that you haven't done it right. Yeah. Right, I'm going to make a wee radio call. Sandgate Radio, Golf Charlie India November is just to the north of the Balancing Lake at 1,250 feet on 10253, and I'm now going to go overhead to Portadown. What time is it? 10 to? Go for a wee jolly out over Portadown.
Good afternoon, it's Golf Fox Bravo Sierra AP22, just started up at the fuel store, taxiing Alpha Hold for power checks, QNH 1023.
That's Simon, one of the club pilots. So, here, I tell you what, I'll come this way a wee bit and then...
Golf Hotel Golf, currently over Acton Lake, 1100 feet on the QNH 1023.
There's South Lakes down below us here then, and then I'll route that way. See that QNH 1023, what we're saying? That's the pressure setting for the altimeter, because air pressure and whatever, what affects your altimeter settings.
Yes.
Okay, so if I'm on a completely different QNH setting from somebody else, my altimeter could be reading wrong, so I could be sitting telling them that I'm at 1,000 feet and I'm not really, and I'm at 1,200, and then that affects separation and various things. Everybody needs to be on the same QNH reading so that we know that whenever you say you're at that, you are at it.
Yeah.
You're not massively out. There's us right out over Rushmere. Here's Rushmere. I've just, you know what, I've put it actually, you know what, no harm doing it. There's Craigavon Area Hospital. So I'll go for a wee orbit here, because there's the Ford garage. So
Golf Sierra Shares Alpha Hold, power checks complete, entering, backtracking, 07 top speed, time to give with the right turnout after departure.
So that's the Northway road there.
Yes.
And then there's Rushmere coming out behind the wing here now. Well, I was going to say quite a few about the place, but there's not as many as I thought there'd have been today. A lot of people back to work, I suppose.
Centre of Craigavon doesn't look anywhere near as built up as you'd think it would compared to...
Aye, but you know what I'm going to say to you, progressively. Even over that
Sierra taking off 17 top field.
Even over this last few years, couple of years I'm flying, you can see the difference with the cows is being built, and then the big new school up there on the, you know, on the 3 o'clock now, over there, or whatever. But you can see a lot more houses being built even as we're talking. So at some stage in the next 5-10 years, that's basically just going to be one straight the whole way in, yeah. Because all those houses down here below our right wing here now, they're not that old, and I guarantee you at some point in the very near future, those fields there between the hospital and the roundabout, they're next, because there's the road in anyway.
They have InvestNI owns that land there. There's
right, okay.
Plain Valley supposed to have.
Sierra's in the right turn, heading now southwest, correction, northwest point.
Yeah. So there's us heading towards Portadown then. Get out of Portadown. And I will head to our house for a wee jolly. So you see that line of trees on the river?
That's the towpath?
Yes, straight in front of that, out over it, there is a set of big white warehouses.
Yeah.
Yeah, our houses are just to the left of that. So I'll give Ollie a wee flyby here as well. She probably won't expect it because I told her that we were liable to be heading to Kilkeel. But like, see down here, like there's a reasonably big Drumlin hill there, but as you say, that just gets completely flattened out.
Yeah. The ground's all very green for the time of year, it's not natural.
Yeah.
If I get a few days of frost, it might start to yellow up a bit.
Yeah.
Hockey club.
Hang on, I'm just going to do this for the hell of it.
You're going up?
Yeah, I just go through this wee cloud just for the laugh. That's what I say to you, you can see it all the way through it, right? So this is just cloud surfing. So you're allowed to go through cloud, you just, you know, don't.
You feel a change in pressure as you go through it, will you?
But you know what? That's okay whenever you're just going through that for about 2 or 3 seconds, 5 seconds, whatever.
Nice
but you see, if you were flying into that and you have no navigation training in terms of what's called instrument flying rules, so in other words, you're in cloud, you can't see. You could get what's called very spatially disaware very, very, very quickly. Now there's our houses there, right below us there, those. See where that white car's turning around that corner down there?
Yeah.
Right, well, see the black fence? It's just behind now, or in front. Hang on, you know, I'm going to let this come right down here. We're on the corner there with a black fence. So I'll let this come right down here. So there's Shelburne Park. See that big warehouse that we're looking at here now? That's now Amazon.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, that's the Amazon warehouse. And then
what's that helicopter land? Oh, that was the Mahon Court.
That's the Mahon, yeah, that's the Mahon Road, yeah. There's us at 1,000 feet, so a bit of power back in again.
Sierra's currently just northeast of Beam, Rich Hill, altitude 1,400 feet on the QNH of 1023 and changing to 12345. I'll call later for rejoin.
Don't see Alice now. That's just right below the wing spar now with the extension on right on the corner. That's where we are. I don't see her out, she could be on the phone. Right, okay, tell you what, we've got a wee bit of time on our hands here, so what I'll do is I will, what time have we got? 15 minutes. Time to have a wee goof off over to Market Hill direction. We'll go over Gosford. So, right. Tandy Radio, Golf Charlie India November is overhead port down 1,000 feet on 1023, and I'm now routing towards Market Hill. Frida, so fuel, that's okay, we had 35 on, we're fine. Radio still on Tundra Gee, engine temps behaving, direction antenna, right, okie dokie. So that's Tundra Gee over there then?
Yeah, Sharon McNally's house down there.
Yeah, you see, this is the fun. You can always see where people's houses are, yeah, because that's Mahon Road, so we're heading.
Yeah,
that's Ballylisk roundabout directly below us here. Oh no, no, it's not, because there's it.
It's over there,
yeah. That's Laurelville there. As you can see yourself, though, like, how long are we up here for now? That's what, coming up on 50 minutes. And you can fairly shift about here, like,
yeah, you're not long picking out a few spots either. Like,
no,
to get your burns on the
you
clear day.
You see, the longer you do this, it just comes more naturally. Like, I remember when
Golf Hotel Golf, just to beat Mullaglass, 1,200 feet, and the QNH 1023, and routing back to Tandrigee.
Okay, so I need to be aware of the fact that he's going to be coming back into Tandrigee, and ballpark where he is, he wouldn't be a million miles away from me if I wanted to go in there now.
Yeah.
If I wanted to go in there right now, I'd have to be saying to him, Hotel Golf, that's it, Michael, the fella come in. I'm just to the northwest of Tandrigee. I am going to go in at number 1, if that's okay, and I can nip in front of him, okay? Because you got to know who's going in first.
Yeah.
What you don't want to have is 2 aircraft landing in the, you know, same amount of sky together, you know. So we'll head towards Market Hill direction, and once he starts calling finals and stuff, then I'll know where he is. So that's us coming out the Armagh Road out of Tandrigee. That's here.
Tandrigee, yeah.
So now here's one of the things I'll say it is, right? There's Armagh there, right? Can you see it on about 2 o'clock with the spires, right? Can you see that line, that ridge line there? Yeah. So we see whenever you're driving from Newry to Armagh, and you know the way you're rising all the time, and then that Killeen, at the big sort of up the hill at Killeen, that's us, that's the Killeen, yeah, that's it there, yeah. So that's what I was saying to you about earlier on when I didn't want to necessarily keep pushing on over towards Slieve Group. If we were flying along here, and this thing's saying to me that I'm at 1,250 feet, that's fine, but when we get the length of that ridge, I'm not 1,250 feet over the ground.
Yeah.
You know? So if you're just not 100% certain, you just don't do it.
That would be Marlacoo Lake there, isn't it?
Yeah, that would be, yep. So here's Gosford here. I was just trying to keep, trying to keep the sun on that there for me, but I'll turn into it now. But like there's, coming over my shoulder here now, that's all the way down. That's Slieve Gullion, Camla Mountain, that's the Cooley Mountains, and then that's, you know, really down that gap there is towards Wern.
The mountains get close to you very quickly. You're not long travelling.
Yeah, yeah. Now, in hindsight, could I have went to Kilkeel there? It probably would have went to Kilkeel, okay. Just St John's Point wasn't going to be playing. That's where them boys are probably all the way to. Gosford.
Castle in the middle of it. You build a place like that, you wonder why you'd want to hide it in the middle of a forest.
Well, you maybe don't like your neighbours. Now, I'm going to head back towards Tandragee. What time is it? Well, I'll have to wait for him to... so I'll give a position report here. Tandragee Radio, Golf Charlie India November is overhead Gosford, Market Hill, 1,300 feet. Hotel Golf, where's your current position?
Current position, just approaching Point Pass en route to Tandragee.
Roger that, you're going to be number one and then I'm going to be coming in number two behind you. I'm going to make my way over to Tandragee now.
That's a copy, Golf Hotel Golf.
Okay, so there's that wee separation call that I'm telling you about.
Yeah.
You always just, you make it nice and early, you tell people what you're planning. Because if you rock up somewhere and you haven't told them,
yeah, nobody's panicking.
Nobody's panicking, going where is he? And then you're sitting scanning the sky looking at him, you know. So, fuel pump on, I'm going to knock 260 feet off that for the reason that I'll not bore you with.
Why do you need the fuel pump on?
That way extra fuel pump, it's an auxiliary fuel pump and you have it on whenever you're under 1,000 feet.
Right.
So whenever you need to, when you're landing, just on the off chance that you need to have a wee extra boost, it'll be, you know, it's a safety thing more than else. You don't need it on when you're flying around here over 1,000. So what I'm going to do is just let this drift down a wee bit.
We should then leave it fit to see him somewhere.
Oh, he'll be in there somewhere, but he'll be that far away you're not going to see him. So if he hasn't called final by the time that I get the length of Tandragee, I'll just go into a hold over Tandragee until I hear it.
Yeah.
And then we have a wee pattern for the approach, you know, downwind base final. I'm going to be coming in from the west here, which that puts me on to what's called left base. So once I hear that he's made a final call and I know he's ahead of me, then I can come in on a left base. The reason I want to come in on a left base today is if I was coming in from your house, I would be coming in on a right base over Guildford and I'm flying directly into the sun. We normally tend to default on a right-hand circuit, but on a day, winter time, where you've got the sun, you know, you got to be smart.
Yeah.
You know, there's nobody else in the circuit here at the minute. By the sound of it, there's no issue. So the airfield will be over there and behind Tandragee.
Yeah.
So what I would be doing is, you know the quarry at the back of Tandragee?
Yes.
On the Bombridge Scarver side of it? Well, I'd be sort of lined up there at 1,000 feet and then get the flaps on. And then, you know where Tandragee Rovers allotments are?
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to be at about 700 feet or thereabouts at that point.
Over.
Turn left in this case, and then away we go. So... Now, last wee thing, I would generally speaking talk to you, okay, because I'm, you know, comfortable, but whenever we're coming down in just that last wee final bit of landing, just let me concentrate then, because that's it, what we joke about's the fun zone.
Yeah.
Now, again, I'll brief you on this one. If I'm not happy with the landing in any way, shape or form, I'll do what's called the go around. So I just hit the power again, call the go around, and we just go back and turn another one. Yeah, so...
Golf Hotel Golf, currently abeam Scarva at 1,200 feet. QFE now 1021.
Roger that, Golf Charlie India November is holding just to the west of Tandragee. Once you call your final, I can come in behind you.
Great, thank you very much. Golf Hotel Golf.
Yeah, so he says he's a beam Scarva there, so he'll be behind us now. So that's Marley Coo Lake directly in front of us now there.
Oh, there.
Yeah. But you know, here's the thing. The actual flying of the aircraft, there's only one thing about this. It's knowing your way around, but it's also knowing the rules. You know, and he would have been coming up from Uri direction. So hold on a wee sec. Fuel. That's okay. Anyway, yeah, radio engine taps, that's fine. He would have been coming up from Uri, so he would have been on a long final. And anybody who flies on the final, long or not, as long as you're not calling it down in Uri,
Yeah.
get priority over somebody else in the circuit. So I have to know that he's got more priority than I have, so that's why I'm holding out of his way until he's...
Even just dropping to 1,000, you can see far more undulation in the ground.
Yeah, yeah.
Golf Hotel Golf on finals for 3-5 top team.
Roger that. Golf Charlie India in November is going to rejoin on a left base for 35 top field 100 gate. Right, okay. So
Copy, Golf Hotel Golf.
when I am aiming for the quarry here, and basically I'm wanting to fly out the Madden Road. You know, so when I get the length of Tandragee here, I'll slow it right down into this white arc, 60 knots. See that white thing?
Yeah.
That's where the flaps are. You don't pull the flaps now too early, you'll not be good. But I slow the whole thing right up, get the first stage of flaps on. Then when I'm on final, I get the second stage of flaps on, and land. Nobody else is talking, so I've got number 2 priority on this. So straight in front of me right now, do you see that wind turbine in the distance?
Yeah.
About halfway to it, maybe less, is the Madden Road Bridge where the allotments are. So that's where I'm going to be swinging left in from. So once I get the length of Tandragee here, that's me on the left base, I'll call it. And that's when things
the
get...
wee plane out there and the wee white dot just drifting through the...
Yeah, that'll be him. Okay, when I'm level with the quarry here, then I'll put the flaps on. First stage flaps. Golf Charlie India November, left base 35 top field 100 gate. Sorry Mark, go ahead.
The flap slows her down even more.
Yeah, it does, yeah. And then we want to keep her coming down, so she's actually coming down quite slow today. So we'll just let her. There's the VSA, so she's dropping down at 500. So if you know your clock system, about 11 o'clock now is where the airfield is up there. You can see the windsock.
Golf Hotel Golf has just landed at Tandragee.
Yeah, I see her.
Yeah, I can see him on the runway there. Okay. So I will make a sort of like a reasonably shallow approach in. Okay, right, get that flap. Second stage flap on. Okay. Alright. Golf Charlie India November, final 35, top field 100 gate.
Hotel Golf, is that you at the top of the runway now? Me at the top of the runway, I'll be going out shortly, but I'll give you plenty of room.
One of the wee idiosyncrasies we have here is these wires. You don't want to fly into those wires, so you always need to stay higher than the wires and then come down. We had a guy from England come in here one day and somebody said to him, you were a wee bit close to those wires. He didn't know they were there.
Didn't even see them.
Didn't even see them. You're not going to see the wires, but you see the two pylons?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll go figure what's between them then. He would have had a bit of a nasty shock. Wee bit of a crosswind here, so that's why I just need to put the nose into it a bit more. Clear the wires now.
Oh, you can see them wires alright.
Yeah, yeah. If you weren't watching. Now, here's the fun zone. Aye, okay.
Good job.
Don't see wee Chris on yours. Alright. Hotel Golf, that's me landed, and I'm just about to clear the active runway. Golf Hotel Golf. Golf Charlie India November.
Thank you very much indeed.